So this will be just a recap for the the basics of the internship program. So there are only key things that I want to highlight. So first one is this one. Yes. So the duration of here that we are actually changing. So for the other products like BA, BD, marketing, finance, and IT, we have the 6 to 12 weeks. And then for the second one, what happened? Okay. And for the teaching will be 9 to 12. So the reason that we are like dividing this, like setting this duration is because there are some very similar projects between GV and the teaching, right? So if the duration is shorter than 9 weeks, then probably it will be very confusing for the GV people, because for some of the GV people, they can also charge the money from their partners. So this is the main reason that we are defining the duration like this. And the second thing that I want to highlight is that, so as you can see, basically we are putting our profile based on the different experience, but when it comes to the implementation, it doesn't really mean that, okay, so our short-term experience can only offer to the students for undergrad and that their age range should be like this. It's not like that. If the people are aging from 19 to 25, but they want to attend a short-term experience, it can also work. So which means we are actually offering more package for our customer and ensure that they are actually be able to attend all of the programs. So when it comes to the education, this is the highlights. You need to make sure all of the members are be aware about the the whole package of the product. So which means that even, for example, today, Sri Lanka say that we are not going to focus on long-term anymore. So our people will not receive any education about the long-term experience. It's not like that. So all of the membership needs to be aware about this, because if we want to drive the platform strategy for G and GT, like make sure that people coming to the funnel, they can choose all of the experience in the platform itself, then we shouldn't be like, restrict all of them. And then our members should be able to convert them into any durations they want. So this is the main reason of G and GT are combining and emerging together. Yeah. So that's all for the key highlights. And then for all of the value proposition, and also Briggy was asking about what to downscale to the network, right? So all of these details will not be finalized until May. So when you receive the product academics from May, you will receive all of the final messages. So for now, the only recommendation for you is to bring the change of the overall timeline, because event durations here can probably change in the last minute. Yeah, so that's all for the internship part of the basics. So I just want to know that have you downscaled the content to your members already? And also, what will be the opportunities for you to grow the product in your entity? Yeah. Who wanna share with us about this part?
Vietnam.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. So like I already communicate with our network, like ESD and also LCBB about the change. I think like the one thing advantage and disadvantage for a network is because like in previous time, GT do for both teaching and non-teaching, but now the non-teaching change to another product. So uh, so for that new function, they need to manage short-term, long-term, and middle-term of the duration as well. Because in Vietnam, we do both long-term and short-term internship. So the workload of people do non-teaching is will be really hard. Yeah, but also it solve the problem of startup want to partnership with ISEC with the long-term EP who can actually work and perform the KPI for the company. So when I bring the new change for the commission, they very appreciate about that. Yeah, but at the same time, the workload is very hard for non-teaching product.
Amazing. Thank you for the sharings. Yeah, so cool. So I think this is the reason why we are doing this change. And then yeah, so just stay tuned with the new product academy. And then for now, you can start to map out the timeline and all of the things that you are going to support for your entity. And then,
Tanya, I have a question.
okay, let me know.
It's can you go? Yeah, it's regard the pool. So technically, we do not have any master degree like as a pool for OGET.
Mm-hmm.
And our pool is a little bit like strange because technically they are between 22 and 26 to 7. That's the pool for us. And so we have a very specific like pool, to be honest, and it's not going to be matching that. And
Mm-hmm.
also like they're having like priority for short-term experience, meaning like 6 to 15 maximum like weeks. So it's going to be like in terms of like a short-term and mid-length like experience. And doing the sales like for the IGT side I'm talking is going to be some sort of like not alignment because the pool it's not matching, and the way of the wind sales is going to be much harder because the pool it's not matching what's, for example, I'm partnering with Vietnam. So when they are going to be like doing the sales, that will be much harder because it's not matching what the with the pool itself.
Okay, understand. So for here, I just want to highlight for this one. So again, this is not a limitation. Like it's just a global recommendation. So how you should align with this part, right? Which means actually we are giving all of the choice from the partner side and also the student. So we are just to let the supply and demand decide, and then we are not just to like restrict all of the things. And then so for your side, for your case, I think it's like you should be able to communicate the profile that you can target with Vietnam. So Vietnam can actually customize for like specifically, for example, South Korea. Like these are the profile that we can get for the South Korea. Uh, so when they do the sales, they should be able to clarify that one. Yeah.
Connie, by the way,
Yeah.
so follow up on the question of Madhu.
Uh-huh.
So do we have any project globally or regionally to know what is the target of other entity? For example, how can I know in like 100 entity which entity focus on short term or long term or middle uh, duration? So yeah, do we have any that kind of projects?
Okay. So for this one, yes. This is the reason why we are pushing people to fill the S&D form. So ideal. So for the first semester, right, we can get the results from the uh, MC current aspiration. So which means you think, because all of the form, if you go through the form already, you will know all of the questions are designed, like you are giving the answer, right? But for the second semester, which is the starting from when 2021, after if we can operate for one semester, then we should be able to tell from the data itself, like for every entity what kind of durations will be that. And then another thing is about the platform. So the platform will start to change the new program from July. Okay, thank you for the time reminder. We are running out of time here, but yeah. Yeah, so we will start to change the new program on the platform from July. So after that, you will be able to see every entity for different durations, how many applications they have or how many opportunities they have. Mm. Are you clear?
Yes, cool. Thank you, Connie.
Okay, amazing. Now let's go to the next part.